Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Hakim Ilham bin Muhammad Azwan and my meta number is 23LS23F2038. So today I would like to present about the company Shopee and the logistic operation. So Shopee is a e-commerce platform established in 2015 and operation across South Asia including Malaysia. The company provides online buying and selling service as well as logistics system to product delivery. Shopee handles a very high volume of order daily, especially during major sales campaigns such as 11/11 and 12/12. Warehouse logistic operation play an important role in ensuring that all order processed and delivered on time. So next slide, I will explain the case summary of warehouse operation in Shopee. So the case study is during 11/11 and 12/12 order volume increased sharply, causing warehouse operation to become very busy and reach maximum capacity. So for the key issue, extreme high order surge and high work pressure and need for overtime. So for impact, workers experience fatigue and work-related stress and increased risk of error in picking and delivery process. So for the solution, Shopee took several steps to address the issue. So example, increase temporary workers during peak sale period.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Putri Maisara Aisyah binti Abdullah. Metric number is 23DLS23F2042. The main ethical issue in this case is the failure of the organisation to provide a safe and fair working environment for warehouse employees. During peak period, workers are required to work long hours with insufficient rest. From an ethical perspective, this shows that the company does not fully consider the physical and mental limitation of its employees. As supporting evidence, we can refer to the post on threads showing an overwhelming volume of parcel at the warehouse. This confirms that the workload is extreme if left unaddressed can lead to exhaustion, reduced efficiency and serious health risks. Furthermore, the situation reflects that the company is prioritizing productivity and customer satisfaction over employees' welfare. This creates an ethical imbalance as business success should not come at the expenses of employee well-being. Most importantly, employees are required to lift heavy items without proper equipment. This clearly violates workplace safety principles as employees have a responsibility to minimize risk and protect employees from harm. In this case study, there are three key stakeholders, which is its employees, organization that is Shopee management, and customer. Number one is employees. They are the most directly affected stakeholder. Beyond facing physical exhaustion and safety risks, their fundamental right to fair treatment and safe workplace are being compromised. The resulting environment seen in the threats evidence highlight the severities of the condition they endures. Number two is Shopee management. Management is responsible for operational decisions, including workload, distribution and safety policy. If they fail to protect employees, it reflects poor ethical decision making. Lastly is customer. Customer expect fast delivery service. Although indirectly involved, their demand contributes to the pressure placed on worker. This shows how consumer expectation can influence business ethics.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nur Elisha Erika binti Muhammad Zubaidi and the number metric is 23DLS23F2064. Next, I will explain the impact on employees and the organization. From this employee's perspective, there is an increased risk of injuries, especially when work conditions are not safe. Employees may also experience mental stress and burnout. Okay, besides that, lack of sufficient rest break can affect their health and reduce productivity. Like job satisfaction and motivation will decrease. For the example, Shopee warehouse. In e-commerce warehouse like Shopee, workers often face high order volume during big sale events such as 11/11. Employees may work long hours with fewer breaks, which increase the risk injuries and burnout. As a result, many workers take sick leave, causing delay in delivery and reducing overall productivity. Okay, next. From the organization side, this issue can lead to increased absence where employees take more sick leave in the long term. Productivity will also decrease due to burnout. Furthermore, it may damage the company reputation and even lead to legal issues related to workplace safety. So, when here from on-site, both employees and the organization are negatively affected if these problems are not properly managed. Understand the real-world implication of organizational stress, let's look at several recent developments surrounding Shopee. This example illustrates how strategic shift and operational policies can create significant emotional and financial pressure for both internal employees and the external workforce, the sellers.
Kadang rumah yang nampak memang amat tak betul. 9 minit, ni 32.
Move to the next slide, we can analyze the practice within the Shopee ecosystem through three distinct ethical analyses. Therefore, the first one is the principle of fairness and employee rights. The core ethical issue here is about avoiding exploitation. When we examine the seller's perspective, a policy that withholds payment for up to 15 days, as seen in the protest, is considered unfair and exploitative. For many small business owners operating as partners of the platform, this creates an unmanageable financial strain. For number two is corporate and employer responsibility. It is an accepted moral standard that organization is responsible for ensuring safe and healthy working conditions. In our earlier example of mass layoff and survival burnout, we see a distinct lack of wellness measure. An ethical employer must proactively protect the physical and mental well-being of its workforce, even and especially during times of financial contraction. Third one is right-based ethics. Workers have a right to reasonable working hours and conditions, not the excessive pressure and anxiety we have seen. Crucially, they must have the right to voice concern without fear of negative consequences. So, the protest notes from the seller stating, "We will not post out your order as a protest," is a powerful example. These individuals feel their voice has not been heard for a long time and that they have no choice but to take collective action just to be heard. From a right-based perspective, surprising this voice is unethical.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Norsha binti Rahman and my matrix number is 23DLS23F2030. Today I will be explaining some recommended solutions for the company Shopee in order to improve employee working condition and overall performance. First, let's look at working conditions. In many cases, employees are required to handle heavy tasks, which can be risky if not managed properly. So, the company should provide proper equipment such as trolleys or lifting tools. This can help workers perform their tasks more safely and efficiently, while also reducing the risk of injuries. Next, fair working hours are very important. If employees are required to work overtime continuously, it can lead to stress and fatigue. Therefore, the company should control and limit overtime to ensure employees have a better work-life balance and remain productive. In addition, employees should be given sufficient rest break. Without enough rest, workers may lose focus and become less efficient. By providing scheduled break times during shift, employees can recharge and maintain their performance throughout the day. Furthermore, during peak seasons such as 11/11 and 12/12 sale, the workload can increase significantly. To manage this, the company can hire temporary or part-time workers. This helps to reduce the burden on existing employees and prevent burnout. Besides that, employee welfare support should not be overlooked. Employees need to feel safe, valued, and supported in their workplace. Providing insurance, medical support, and safe working environment can improve their well-being and motivation. Lastly, open communication is essential in any organization. Employees may face challenges, but without proper communication, this issue may not be addressed. So, the company should conduct regular meetings or surveys to gather feedback and continuously improve working conditions. In conclusion, a successful company must balance business performance with employee well-being as fair working conditions, proper support and ethical management not only protect employees but also improve productivity, job satisfaction and long-term business success.
Shopee lagi murah, gaya fashion raya terkini ada di Shopee.